and we are looking at a sound. Did that song tell you which sound it was? Is it the boy saying A? Is it the hand making a S? Are we going on a magic adventure with Magic E? Or is it something that's irritating this little girl by the name of Annie? Let's click on her and find out. And yes, A is part of our vowel end. Let's say all of the vowel sounds together. A or A. E, R, A. Those are my 5 vowels which I get in almost every single word. But we are reading a story today, and what should we go to next? Our story hand, so that we can bear in mind. As I am going to read the story, I must remember the following questions. First of all, I always keep in mind the main idea. And why is this main idea important? How is it going to help me in my life? Is there a title and an author? If there's none, I know when I'm writing my exams or my assessment or anything, they're going to ask me, or teacher's going to ask me, give it a title. Who is the story about? Who is the main characters? Where is the story taking place? When is it happening? What is the problem? What is the solution? And how did we get to the problem? How did we solve the solution? Let's go to our story. The Smith family is going on a picnic. The children help their mother pack the food. What do I see in this picture? A boy pointing at apples. Adam packs the apples. This girl, she looks like she's making bread, and that looks like jam. I see the apples. I see the picnic basket. Annie helps to make the jam sandwiches. At last, they are ready and set off for the picnic. Who do they see there? That looks like Sam and Samson on their way to the pond. When they arrive, they sit down and spread out a cloth and lay the food on the cloth. Annie rubs her arm. Something is tickling me, she says. Something is tickling me too, says Adam, eating his apple. Annie shouts, ants!
Ants on my arm, ants on my arm, ants on my arm, they're causing me alarm.
Annie shouts, ants! They all look at Annie and see some ants crawling up her arm. They There are ants all over the picnic. Oh dear, says Dad. We must have put our cloth over the ants' nest. They pack up their things and move to a nicer spot. Let's read the story without pictures this time. The Smith family is going on a picnic. The children help their mother pack the food. Adam packs the apples. Annie helps to make the jam sandwiches. At last, they are ready and set off for the picnic. When they arrive, they sit down, spread out a cloth, and lay the food on it. Annie rubs her arm. Something is tickling me, she says. Something is tickling me too, says Adam, eating his apple. Annie shouts, ants! They look at Annie and see some ants crawling up her arm. They all jump up. There are ants all over the picnic cloth. Oh dear, says Dad. We must have put our cloth over an ant's nest. They pack up their things and move to a nicer spot. I think I have an idea of the main idea, but let me answer the questions first. Title and author. The author comes from a Jolly Phonics series and they do not give me a title, so I would assume or give it the title The Smith Family Picnic, or The Smith Family Goes on a Picnic. Ants at the picnic. You decide on your own. The next one is Who is the story about? It's about the Smith family. Who is in the story? The Smith family members. How many people? There's another question. How many members are in the family? 4. Who are those characters? The children, Adam and Annie, Mom and Dad. Do they give Dad and Mom's name? Do Mom and Dad have a noun in the story? No. So we will stick with Mom and Dad. Where is the next question? Where is the story taking place? The story, it starts in the house where Adam and Annie are helping Mommy pack the picnic basket. Adam packed apples and Annie made sandwiches. The story then happens outside on a picnic spot. When is it happening? They did not say when, but when I looked at the picture, I saw the blue skies, so it is happening in the day. What was the problem? The problem was something tickled Annie and then Adam. They found it was ants all over Annie and the picnic cloth. What was the solution? They all jumped up. What did they do? Or at least what caused the problem? The problem that Dad figured out was they must have put the cloth on an ant's nest. What was the solution? They moved to a nicer spot. So, what is the main idea? The main idea is that we should not invade other spaces And we should find a solution so that everybody can be happy. Why did they move away? Why did they not, but we came here and now we want to sit here? Why did they not do that? They did that because the ants was the first and they need to respect the ant. So why is this main idea important to me? It's important, it's teaching me, or the moral of the story, it's teaching me not to invade other people's space, be nasty, disrupt their peace. I should find something that is going to keep us both happy. And by moving, the Smith family was happy and the ants could go on with what they were doing before the Smith family came and invaded their space. Accidentally. I hope you enjoyed. I want you today for homework to go to your vowel and look at the 5 vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, A. Make or build 3 words with those sounds. Then you try to write a story of your own with those words. Thank you and have a jolly day.